Buddy, are we having a good time?
So far, so good, Darryl.
Now listen, I'm with a real good friend of mine. My name's Darryl Choronzey. I'm with John Snyder from Owen Sound, Ontario. What's the name of this lake?
Yasanagi.
It's about 3.5 hours from Sault Ste. Marie, right?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
And we've got 2 lodges. What are the lodges?
Lodge 88, Marmac.
Okay. We're gonna catch a lot of walleye like this?
I sure hope so.
Can I put him back? Stick with us, we're going fishing.
I'm going fishing all the time, and my baby's going fishing too. Bet your life that your sweet wife can catch more fish than you. Any fish will bite if you got the right bait. Now here's a little something that I'd like to relate. With my pole and my line, I'm going fishing. Yes, I'm going fishing. My baby's going fishing too.
Going Fishing with Darryl Choronzey is brought to you in part by Yamaha, reliability with every turn of the key. Abu Garcia, for life. Berkeley, catch more fish. G3 Boats, a Yamaha boat company. And by Darryl Choronzey's Canadian Fisherman's Breading and Batter Mix. Closed captioning for Going Fishing is brought to you by Rapala, the makers of Canada's favorite fillet knives. You know, it amazes Choronzey sometimes that he can come across serious anglers, guys that love the sport, yet guys that have never pursued old opal eyes. Mr. Walleye is without a doubt one of Canada's all-time favorite game fish. On the other hand, today's guest, John Snyder, can be referred to as a serious angler. For the most part, though, Snyder can be referred to as a troller. A guy that loves nothing better than to jump into his boat and go chasing after Great Lakes steelhead and Chinook salmon. On this trip, Choronzey is introducing John to the tricks of fishing walleye. Not trolling, mind you, but bottom-bouncing or crawling jigs and Berkeley gulp baits across the bottom of a lake called Esnagi, way up in Algoma country. Using Marmac Lodge as a base, the boys are discovering that this big lake, measuring 27 miles in length, is a virtual walleye fish factory. So stay with us as Choronzey takes John Snyder on his first walleye trip on Esnagi Lake in Ontario's Algoma country.
Mr. Snyder,
You're in there, buddy.
what do you think, buddy?
Another gulp.
Another... Are you paid by Berkeley? How can you say golf? Nice fishing, Harry.
Oh, beautiful.
Is this paradise or is this paradise?
Oh, yeah.
You know, my kid hates seeing me to say the word paradise, but this is paradise, true or
Yes,
false?
sir.
We're what, 3 hours from the Sioux?
Yes, sir.
Hey, forget the sir. Hey, is this a nice walleye or is that a nice walleye? No, you got one. Have you got one too?
No,
What do you got, bottom?
I got bottom, buddy.
Hey, is that a nice walleye?
Oh, man.
Now look at this thing.
Oh, man.
I can hardly get my hands around this guy.
Holy.
Is that nice or is that
Beautiful.
nice? Like, what do you say?
That's great.
Wow. I gotta let him go.
Yes,
Nice.
sir.
Nice walleye, buddy. And you wouldn't kiss it.
I want my own to kiss. Got one.
Mr. Snyder, you said, what's that? I got one. I got one. Now you got a walleye or you got a pike?
I think I got a walleye.
Now watch you don't get bit,
Whoa.
buddy.
Another
Nice
little-
fish, eh? I got
Yeah.
them here. Now, are they nice looking walleye down here?
That's a beautiful
Hey.
walleye.
Northwestern Ontario walleye, right?
Yeah.
Nice fish?
Boy, that is a nice fish.
I don't think we're keeping him for shoreline, John.
Okay, we can, that's a good idea.
Hey, let him go.
Let him go.
Nice fish.
Nice fish. I love it.
You get walleye like that in Owen Sound?
No, sir. Not a chance.
Nice walleye.
Yes.
Nice fish, buddy. Put her here. Mr. Snyder, Mr. Snyder. I got the wind blowing in my face, right? I got you looking at me. I got a guide that's happy. You're happy, right?
Man, I hope you got a good one on there.
You got your golf hat
I
on.
hope
I got a golf right in the mouth of this walleye. Let me tell you something. Have you seen anything like this anywhere?
This is great.
Is it?
This is great.
Like, how many times you been north?
3 or 4 times.
Eh?
But
How many-
I've never been in a lodge like this.
And these
So
are
this
strong
is-
walleye.
This is so professional.
Oh, who's professional, me or you?
No, the lodge.
Oh, the lodge. Hey, these are strong walleye.
Boy, I
you know,
can tell
true or
you,
false?
Either you're weak or
Get
it's,
off my
strong.
case, buddy. These are strong walleye. Hey, these are heavy-hitting
Yeah.
walleye. I'm not kidding you. That thing grabbed. Look at this. Now look at this.
Man,
Are you going to get him or I going to?
you're gonna.
Is that a big walleye?
Oh, man, that's
look
a
at
good one.
Size of this guy.
That's a good one.
Now, is that a walleye? Now, this is, I guess this is typical in this lake. Yeah, it is. It is. That's a 5-pound walleye.
Yeah,
It's a dandy.
yeah.
It's a beautiful walleye.
Beautiful walleye.
Now, I would eat this walleye, right?
Oh, I would.
Now, have I ever put a walleye back this big?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay. I'm going to let him go. Nice walleye. Nice walleye, Mr. Gulp. Nice fish.
Beautiful.
I got to go right back on that drop off, and I'm going to get another one.
I'm gonna get one before you.
You know what I'm using? I'm using that Gulp Pearl.
The pearl one?
The Pearl.
Well,
The Pearl Minnow. It does it. The Gulp.
it's working. Go
You're
back
not kidding
to it.
it's working. Let's go for it.
Go back to it.
And now for the Darryl Choronzey's Canadian Fisherman's Breading and Batter Mix Campfire Comment.
Dennis Bester, how many years, buddy?
Oh, around 20.
You know, we've been probably all over Canada, you and me. We've been to the West Coast. We've been to Athabasca. We've been to White River. You know, you name it, we've been there. What do you enjoy most about our fishing trips, besides my company?
Your company? Oh my God. Some days it's pretty scary, Choronzey, but no, we have been around. I've had the opportunity to go with you 15 or 20 trips around Canada, and but the best thing I really enjoy, to be honest with you, is the shore lunches.
When we started these shore lunches, which we've been doing for 20 years, right? We get a ton of people emailing and say, you know what I like the best about your show? Shore lunches. Now I got some pretender out there who's probably never even cleaned a fish in his life with a show, and he's doing some shore lunches. Come at me. Just don't use poached fish.
Don't use poachers. The nice thing about them too is if you get a chance to go with a guide too, the guides, every trip I've been on with you, they do it a little bit different. And they've even got the Vegomatic slicers in the camp now, so
It's pretty easy.
Oh, the potatoes were great. But on the other hand, do you ever get any negative emails about shore lunches?
Dennis, you want to know the honest truth? Yes, I do. I get some emails sometimes and some phone calls from people saying, you know that next piece of walleye you put in your mouth? I hope it's your last one. Listen, and I keep saying this over and over and over again. There is nothing wrong with eating shore lunch. The problem is in Canada today, people don't realize how great, not just the taste of the food, but the experience.
What more do you want? You're out in the water, you're on a rock, you're having shore lunch, and it's quiet. You don't hear the cars in the 401. Perfect.
You know, and it is the atmosphere. That's all I can say. Like, I don't think people understand. They see us, and you people out there see us having shore lunch. We only catch a 2-man limit.
Exactly.
We've got 2 camera guys. We've got the guide. And if we eat shore lunch, right, and we worry about the fish, honest to God, I really don't care. Anybody that's watching the show right now, if you don't like eating fish, that's fine. If you don't like eating beef and hamburger, that's fine. We worry about the environment around the fish that we're about to eat. And honest to God, we seldom keep our limits. We only get into the north 13 times a year, right? But we have 13 great shore lunches, right?
And they all have slot sizes up north or wherever we've been, and to regulate our catches, and that's perfect, and we're going to regulate it anyways for ourselves. But the last trip we were on, we could keep 3 walleye under 18 and 1 over 18. Perfect.
Just remember, if you get the opportunity to visit, whether it's Ontario's North Country or Ontario's southern fishing areas, or whether it's BC or whether it's Newfoundland, enjoy a little bit of fish, unless you're a dandelion eater.
Exactly.
Going Fishing returns with more action from Marmac Lodge, Algoma Country.
Mr. Snyder, I don't know whether I got a big northern here or I've got a big walleye, but I got something big, I'll tell you that. What's the name of this lake again?
Make sure you get it in.
How do you pronounce this lake? Esgami. Eh? Ezenogami. The guy just corrected me. Ezenogami. I'll tell you what you do have up here, Mr. Guide, is a lot, and I mean a lot of big fish. And I don't know what I got here, but if this is a walleye, it's a big walleye. What do you think, Mr. Snyder?
I'm saying it's a big walleye.
Eh? You think it's a big walleye? He's staying down. If it's a walleye, it's a big, big walleye. Now, John Snyder and I, how long have we been on this lake, buddy?
3 hours.
3 hours. That's about 6 walleye, four northern pike, right?
Yeah.
And I got a feeling this is not a walleye. If it's a walleye, it's a big walleye. Nice lake, though, eh?
Yeah, beautiful.
Now, Mr. Snyder, how far are we from the Sioux? I think we're only about 2.5 hours.
3 hours.
3 hours?
3
I hope we
hours.
don't lose this guy, because it's a nice walleye, eh?
Yeah.
You want to grab him or you want me to grab him?
Oh, you can grab him. You caught him. You grab him.
If I grab him, you're going to kiss him. Nice fish, eh? Look at this. He's
Yeah.
wrapped. Look at this.
You got him, buddy.
I got him. Look at this. Put the lip lock on him and I wrap this. I don't want you to get a handful. I'm just going to take that hook out of there. It's right around him. Look at it. Is that nice?
Beauty. Nice
Nice
one.
fish.
Nice one.
Dandy fish
Dandy fish.
on a purple jig
Yeah, you just put that purple on too, didn't
and a
you?
go pack. Yeah. Nice fish.
Yeah.
Eh?
Yeah.
Nice fish, buddy. Hey! I can't
You're
slime
scoring.
it.
I
You
gotta-
can't slime walleye. Let's go and get one. There's a lot off this shore.
My turn.
Your turn. Let's go for it. Is this paradise or is this paradise? Ken Johnson, I guess I can call you the head honcho of Marmac Lodge.
I guess so. Some people do.
How many years have you been here at Marmac?
15 years.
15 years. Seen a lot of fish come out of the water, a lot of fish go back in the water, and a lot of customers getting off the train or off the plane, right?
That's right.
Now, here's what surprises me. You supply transportation via or via White River by your own airlines, right?
correct.
Okay. But they can also go on the train. I want to talk about the train. How much of your business is American? How much would be Canadian?
It's about probably 95% American.
Okay, here's what's something, and it's a real tip for everybody. You can leave Toronto, drive to Sudbury, and they've got a train called the Bud Car, right? It's not Budweiser beer, but it's the company that makes the railway train. You can get on in Sudbury, and how long does it take to drive across the White River?
It takes, well, about 9 hours.
Okay. Before you get to White River, this train stops at lodges all across the north, and it stops how far from Marmac?
About 3 miles south.
You know, and you pick them up right at the railway tracks.
By boat, that's right.
So you can actually, if you want, you can drive up to Sudbury and then, you know, catch the train, or you can drive up to Wawa, White River, and catch the train the other way. The train's only about an hour
Yeah,
down the road.
it's really White River. You can catch it in. Wawa's a different train.
Yeah.
But you can catch it in Shaplow, Missinaibi. There's various places you can catch it on the way up.
So you can be dropped off at some of the finest fishing in the world, and your walleye fishing is some of the best I've seen anywhere. The brook trout that I experienced, you know, a couple weeks ago at your other lodge, it's mind-boggling. Okay. You know what I'm going to do tomorrow morning?
What?
Well, after I have a regular meal in here, right? I'm going to have a meal. I'm going to go to bed, and I'm getting up at 6 o'clock in the morning. You've got to see the walleye. They're not like this. They're like this up here at Marmac. Name of this lake?
Essanagi Lake.
Okay. If they want to get you on a website, what is it?
www.north2adventure.com.
www.north2adventure.com, and it's north to some of the best walleye fishing anywhere in the world. Let's go and look at your lake. How's that?
All right, sounds good to me.
There's just something special about a lodge like Marmac, located just east of White River, Ontario, on Essanagi Lake. The accommodations are second to none, ranging from one-bedroom cottages or suites of 2, 3, or 4-bedroom pine cottages. All facilities are furnished with full kitchens, and Marmac offers the benefits of both American and housekeeping plans. But let's be honest, when it comes to visiting Northern Ontario, it's mostly about the fishing, and at Essanagi, the fishing is always fantastic. Again, it's a big lake that's just full of trophy walleye and northern pike. For those that are interested less than a mile from camp, there's a short portage that can lead you to some of the best brook trout fishing in the country. Marmac Lodge, Algoma country. You just have to love it.
Mr. Snyder!
Aha!
Hey? You catching up or are you ahead?
I think I'm ahead now.
Can I take your jig?
Yeah, you sure can.
Here, you kiss him and you put him, take the jig out of that fish, right?
Well,
No, I don't want to say anything.
Yeah, sir.
That is the smallest we've got all day.
Okay, I knew that.
Now, this is small. This may be short lunch, right?
Well, it would be a good short lunch.
One mouthful.
Depends how many people you're inviting.
Is this great or is this great?
This is great.
Eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fun.
And again, we haven't even spent the night here yet,
You're right.
and we're catching a lot of fish.
Yes.
Yes?
I guess
Is this
2
better
days.
than being at home? Cutting grass?
Better than cutting the grass.
Cutting
Darryl.
grass?
Better than cutting the grass.
Listen to the wife? He doesn't want to say that.
Leave that alone.
Mr. Snyder!
Oh, you got
Hey.
a little one on there?
A little one, my butt. You know what? There are no little ones in this lake. Oh, well, you found a couple cigars somewhere. I tell you what, is this paradise or is this paradise?
Close.
Okay. Now listen, you remember the name of this lake? Come on, tell me.
I always ask the guide.
Tell him again.
That's an Augie Lake.
Come on. What?
Eskanagi.
Essanagi, not
Yes.
Eskanagi.
Es-
Essanagi, right?
Essanagi.
Okay, you've got 2 lodges here, right?
Yeah.
Okay, what are they?
You got Lodge 88.
Okay,
You got-
what's the other one?
The other one is Marmac.
Marmac.
Nice
Look at the
one.
size of this walleye. Eh?
Whoa.
Is that a walleye?
Whoa,
And he took
that's-
the gulp just like that.
He gulped that down.
Now look, I'm gonna bend down, right? I'm gonna put the latch on this guy, if I can.
You hope you are.
Is that a nice fish? Is that a nice fish? Get back here. That's a nice walleye, my friend.
Sure is.
And I'm in trouble with him, but I got him. Now that I'm wet. And now, this is what you get. Essanagi Lake. Is that right? Essanagi Lake. Are they all like this?
A lot of them are like that.
A lot of them are like this. Those are nice walleye. Let me tell you. I'll tell you what I am gonna do. Take the gulp out of his mouth. I'm gonna let him swim another day. How's that? Have his mother for shore lunch.
Yes, sir.
He's okay. Mr. Snyder, what do you think, buddy? Is this
Nice
great?
job. This is great.
Listen,
great.
if you get the opportunity, get up to, what's the name of this lake again?
Essanagi.
Essanagi, right? If you get the chance, get up here. What's the name of those 2 lodges?
Lodge 88 and Marmac Lodge.
You must own part of them now.
Not yet.
You've been kissing butt all day.
They're beautifully done.
If you get the chance, get up here, because honest to God, the fishing is paradise. True or false?
Great.
Let's go for shore lunch.
Yes, sir.
We're there. Mr. Snyder!
Not again.
Eh? Again. Now, this is how fast this action is, and honest to God, and we're not going to lie to anybody, right? We left Owen Sound at 5:30 this morning.
Yep.
We took the ferry across. The ferry was 2 hours. It was about a 6-hour ride up here,
Yeah.
right? So we left at 5:30 this morning. It's 7:15, right? And we're about to go to shore lunch. Is that okay with you?
I'll go to shore lunch anytime.
For a simple reason, shore lunch is on the end of my line. If you
right.
get the opportunity, though, you've got to get up here. Honest to God, it's 3.5 hours from Sault Ste. Marie. No, it's probably 4 hours from the Sault. 3.5 to 4. This lake is just loaded with walleye like this. I don't like holding these guys out of the water. You know why? Pamela Sue gets all upset. You know what? One of these Pita Petta people, just for you people, Pita Petta, this one's going back in the water. If you get the opportunity, get up here, enjoy the fishing, and something else, eat a lot of fish, because we're going to shore lunch. How's that sound?
That sounds great.
And now for the Berkeley tip of the week. The #1, #2, and #3 top baits for catching northern walleye are jigs, jigs, and jigs. Tip them with gulp, tip them with plastic twister tails, tip them with minnows, tip them with worms, but don't go into the bush without a good selection of jigs at any time.
John Snyder, what'd you think? Now, I understood that you had never really been walleye fishing in the north till we did this trip.
I have never been walleye fishing until this trip, Darryl, and it was a pretty good experience.
Easy to catch on to, too.
Yeah, even though they're biting fairly light, you guys taught me a lot about walleye fishing.
He learned pretty quick because it was a light bite. There's no 2 ways about it. The females were just dropping back out of the spawning grounds, right?
That's what the guide was saying, yeah.
You know, and I said to John, let's look at your tackle. And it was a little heavy at first, so I said, look, let's downgrade it to medium light to light action, just so you can enjoy that fight a little more. I ran 4 and 6 pound trialing, fireline, right? I got my 802. You had your Cardinal 3.
That's exactly right, yeah.
You had a lot of fun?
I had a lot of fun, Darryl.
Now listen, before you even think about coming north, I've got a box here, and it's full of nothing but blank jigs, right?
Yes.
It's probably 25 different colors. but it's everything I need to get the bait down to the fish. It's not with
Different weights, eh,
yeah,
Darryl?
different weights, different colors, but the fish aren't really looking at the jig. They're looking at something like this, right?
Exactly, yeah.
That's a Berkeley Gulp Minnow.
I got some on it, Darryl. I got a couple of catches with that.
You had some big ones.
Yeah.
I see you got that Gulp Alive. That's another bait, but at least it's Gulp.
It's a nice hat.
But we had a lot of fun, eh?
We had a great time.
Okay, remember when you go north, honestly, keep a few, eat a few, release a lot. And they've got these slots, and they've got, well, here they don't have the slot. They've got 3 under and 1 over 18 inches. We're going to take some fish home, but we're going to enjoy a lot of food.
Exactly. We've had great shore lunches, Darryl.
Well, thinking, you know, talking about shore lunch, that's where we're going to go right now. What do you think?
I'm ready for it.
Thanks for coming up with me.
Thanks for having me.
Going Fishing returns with the Napoleon Barbecue's Shore Lunch.
John, what?
Yukich.
John Yukich. You're a honky.
Yes.
I'm a honky.
Yes.
You're from Sault Ste. Marie.
Sault Ste. Marie.
I'm from Port Coburn. Could I come up here and guide with you?
Anytime you want.
Yeah, I'll bet.
As long as you bring your breading and batter mix.
That, I was going to ask you, what are you putting on your fish?
I tell you, since I've tried that, nothing else.
And what's it called?
Darryl Choronzey's breading and batter mix.
I'm going to make you the vice president. How's that, buddy?
There you go.
Okay, listen. We've got the potatoes down here.
Yeah.
You slice them on your Vegematic.
Yes, sir.
Then you're going to take, you got some onions mixed in there?
Not yet. They cook them about a quarter of the way, and then you put your onions in.
Okay. And then you're going to take that all out and you're going to put the fish in
Fish, yeah.
with a special mix.
That's right.
You love it, eh?
Perfect.
Is it really good?
Yeah, it is really good.
Guess what? You're the next vice president of that company. Mr. Snyder, I hate using the word paradise, but is this paradise?
Pretty darn close, Darryl. I'll tell you, it's a beautiful spot.
You know, Marmac Lodge, great lodge.
Very professionally done. I'll tell you, it is clean and tidy. It is a beautiful spot.
Guides are pretty good.
Guides are excellent.
Lake's full of walleye.
I haven't caught walleye like this before in my life.
Well, let's take a little bite.
Huh?
Eh?
Heaven.
That is paradise. That's heaven?
That's heaven.
This is paradise.
Yeah.
Listen, if you get the opportunity, don't pass up the chance to visit Marmac Lodge. It's just a little, a few miles east of White River, Ontario. You can fly in or you can come by the train. We'll see you next week.
For more information on today's fishing location and other going fishing destinations, visit goingfishingtv.com. Going Fishing with Darryl Choronzey has been brought to you in part by Yamaha, reliability with every turn of the key. Abu Garcia, for life. Berkeley, catch more fish. G3 Boats, a Yamaha boat company. And by Darryl Choronzey's Canadian Fisherman's Breading and Batter Mix.
Going fishing.
Going Fishing would like to thank the following fine sponsors.
Baby smiling my